Dulo, 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 moi hawhanga. Malo alei, my name is Jacinta Taliauli, and I am humbled and grateful to be here at the TupuToa Gala Dinner 2021 as a TupuToa alumni. This event is a celebration of the interns who have completed their summer internship with some amazing organisations. It is a time to thank the managers and colleagues who have provided the opportunity for the interns to develop their careers, and a time to thank our whānau, who have been there for us with their love and support. I reflect back to 2016, TupuToa's first year of this program, where I was studying my last year, a Bachelor of Commerce at the University of Auckland, majoring in operations and supply chain management. Trying to balance my study, work, family, and extracurricular commitments was a challenge, and I didn't have the best grades, so I was quite anxious about the possibility of not being offered a job after university. Fortunately, I came across a poster in the business school advertising a fantastic summer internship in procurement at Air New Zealand. I was excited and I was determined to get this role. I didn't even know what procurement was. I just knew that I had to take this opportunity. That summer, I was blessed to be a TupuToa intern at Air New Zealand, learning how to buy goods and services. I loved my time there, and I really enjoyed spending the company's money to buy cool stuff. I enjoyed it so much that the only graduate role I ended up applying for was a procurement program with the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment. I moved to Wellington to complete the graduate program and further my career. Partway through, I felt the need to move back to Auckland and take any job that paid more so I could help my family. I spent a lot of time weighing the pros and cons of leaving the program. I struggled balancing this conflicting mindset of family first, always, versus thinking about the benefits of developing professionally if I stayed. I was in two minds. If my family is going through a rough time, it is my responsibility as the oldest to go back and help my family no matter what. Or I could learn so much more if I stay. I could continue developing my career, which would benefit all of us in the long term. I was lucky at the time to have stopped by one of the TupuToa Wānanga workshops. I spoke with one of the navigators, Sione, who helped me figure out what I wanted to do. It was a hard decision because I was raised in a culture and environment where family was very important and that you should always put your family first. I felt guilty and selfish for wanting to stay in the graduate program, but eventually I recognized that staying would be the best decision for me and my family in the long term. It was hard for me to accept that putting myself first wasn't selfish, but that by putting myself first, I would be in a better position to help my family. I'm about 4 years into my career now and have been fortunate to have worked at a number of government agencies, spending taxpayers' money responsibly. Staying had paid off as it opened many doors for me. Looking back, I've gone from a shy intern who was nervous to speak up in meetings to a qualified professional who negotiates multi-million-dollar contracts. Sometimes I still don't believe it. When I first started my career, I didn't come across many Māori and Pacifica professionals. In fact, at some of the organisations I worked at, there were none. But thanks to TupuToa, now there's a bit more. I understand that there are a few TupuToa alumni here tonight, so I'm going to ask them to stand now. To our alumni and those Pacific and Māori professionals who have already and continue to pave the way for us, thank you for leading the way, and thank you for continuing to support this kaupapa. Take a good look at the group that just stood. Those are our upcoming future CEOs, board members, and leaders. So partners, please feel free to approach any of them afterwards for any opportunities that you may have. As an alumni, it gives me so much hope seeing the next generation of Māori and Pasifika leaders continue to come through. I am a proud alumni of TupuToa and am immensely grateful for TupuToa's support throughout my career. They've been there for me when I thought about quitting, when I struggled with workplace conflicts, and when I've needed a reminder about why I'm here. My parents and TupuToa have shown me that the saying is true. In order to know where you are going, you need to know where you've come from. This has been especially important in my career now, as I've felt that the further I go in my career, the more often I need to remember to look back. As a reminder of the sacrifices my family have made for me to be in this position, as a reminder of all the mentors who have contributed to my growth, and as a reminder that we are all part of this bigger vision for Aotearoa. To the interns, congratulations on completing your internships. You continue to have an exciting journey ahead of you. You may make mistakes and face challenges, but don't forget to look back sometimes and appreciate how far you've come and the many people on your journey who want you to succeed. To the partners and organisations that support TupuToa, thank you. Even years after we have left our internship, we still look back and appreciate the professional opportunities you have given us. To Anne Sione, the TupuToa team and the board, members, thank you for continuing to believe in us and for all the hard work you do in bringing up the next generation of leaders. And finally, to my parents and the families here tonight, thank you for your love, support, and for keeping us on the right path. It truly does take a village to raise a child, so I thank you all for being part of this village. Maloa pito.